Children, this is a topic that is force on a moving charge in a magnetic field. When a charged particle moves in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. How? That you will see in this diagram. In this diagram, I have taken a positive charge, and this positive charge is moving along the direction between x and y plane. So this is the direction x axis, this is the direction y axis, and this is the direction z axis. And it is given that the magnetic field is existing along the y axis. So this is the direction of the magnetic field in which this charged particle start moving, and it is moving along the x axis. So we have a direction of between x and y axis. So we have a direction of velocity of the positive charge, and we have a direction of the magnetic field. So velocity lying between x and y plane. So in this condition, you are observing that the velocity vector makes angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. So velocity vector has two components. One is known as v cos theta, and another is known as v sin theta. So it was found that when the charged particle moves in a magnetic field, then it experiences the magnetic force. And when a charged particle moves with velocity v in a magnetic field, this is the angle theta between the direction of the v vector and b vector. Charge plus q moving in the field B experiences a force, and it was found experimentally that this force F is directly proportional to the magnetic field. Means when you will increase the magnetic field, you will find that more and more deflection in the position of the positive charge particle, and F is directly proportional to Q. When you will increase the amount of charge, or you are taking the particle having more charge, then it will experiences the more force, and it will be deflected with the more force. Now third is that force is directly proportional to component of velocity v in the direction of magnetic field. So here we have to take the component of magnetic field is in the perpendicular direction of the magnetic field. So when you are taking the perpendicular direction of the magnetic field with the perpendicular component of the velocity perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field, because magnetic field is lying along the y axis, and this velocity component v sin theta is acting just perpendicular to magnetic field, and v cos theta is acting along the direction of b. So we will not take this component. This component contribute the motion of the charged particle. Okay, so here the perpendicular component is what? The perpendicular component is v, that is v sin theta. Okay, now after that, here we are taking F directly proportional to, on the whole, F directly proportional to b q v sin theta. So when you will remove this proportionality sign, then a constant come in the expression q v sin theta. If we suppose that this constant is equal to 1, then F is equal to q v b sin theta. Now this force deflect the charged particle, and it's called the magnetic Lorentz force. Okay, because Lorentz is a scientist who has discovered this phenomena, so that is why it is known as the magnetic Lorentz force. Now in the vector form, how you will write? In the vector form, you will write it in this way. This is the force vector, and q is a scalar quantity, but the v vector cross b vector we will take. Okay, so v perpendicular to b, and the resultant of v cross b is equal to F. So F should be perpendicular to both v vector and b vector. So it was found that when v is acting along the x axis and b is acting along the y axis, so in this condition the direction of F should be along the z axis. That means all the three vectors should be perpendicular to each other for the maximum deflection of the charged particle in the magnetic field. So F perpendicular to v vector, F perpendicular to b vector, and v perpendicular to b vector. Now here we are going to take the rule, that is the Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule you will apply here in this case. You all know very well about the Fleming's left hand rule. So according to Fleming's left hand rule, see, you will keep your fingers like this. Fleming's left hand rule. Left hand hand you will you will stretch like this fingers. So what is this? This is the direction of the, you will keep it like this. See, this is the direction of the first finger, will give you the direction of the magnetic field, and this finger, middle finger, will give you the direction of the motion of charged particle, and the charged particle is moving along the x-axis. Okay, so this is the direction of V. So where the charged particle move, that is the direction of the current also. So this is the motion of the charged particle, or you can say this is the direction of the V, or this is the direction of the current, because charged particle is moving along this direction. So this is what, this is the direction of magnetic field, and this is the direction of the motion of charged particle. So these two are perpendicular to each other, this and this perpendicular to each other. So where is the direction of the force? Direction of force is just perpendicular to these two, means in the upward direction. So this charged particle will move in the direction, which direction? Along the z axis, as this is indicated here. This is the direction of the force. So when you will keep it like this, this is the direction y, and this is the direction, suppose this is the direction y and this is the direction x. So this is the direction of the force along the z axis. So in this way, this perpendicular to this perpendicular to this, and this both are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so this is the Fleming's left hand rule you are applying for the direction of the force on the moving charged particle. And if you are taking the negative charge particle, okay, means electron, so electron will move just opposite to the direction of the motion of the positive charge particle. Okay, so in that because that rule is applicable only for the direction of the conventional current. Okay, so when you will apply this rule, this should be the direction of the this is the direction of the conventional current, but this is just opposite for the motion of the electron, because electron will not move in this direction. So you will apply this force for the electron in just opposite way. मतलब अगर आपने ये डायरेक्शन निकाली है यहाँ पे किसके लिए, पॉजिटिव चार्ज पार्टिकल के लिए, जो कि अपवर्ड लग रहा है, तो इसका मतलब अगर यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज पार्टिकल लेंगे तो वो किधर मूव करेगा? along the negative z axis, means along the perpendicular axis but in the opposite direction. Okay, now here I am going to take the special cases. What are the special cases? See, these are the special cases, that is these are the special cases. Case 1, V is equal to 0. When V is equal to 0, so according to this formula, that F is also equal to 0, because we have a F is equal to QVB sin theta. So if V 0, F is also 0. Now in this case, the charge particle will not deflect, means stationary charge particle will not experiences any force in the magnetic field. Now case 2, if theta is equal to 0 or 180 degree, means the charge particle is moving along the direction of the magnetic field, or it is moving just opposite to the direction of the magnetic field, then you will find F is equal to 0, because sin 0 is equal to 0 and cos sin 180 is equal to 0. So the particle if move along the parallel and anti-parallel direction to the direction of the magnetic field, then force will be 0 on the charge particle. Now the case 3, if theta is equal to 0. If theta is equal to 0, then F is equal to QVB sin theta. This is sin theta. Okay, so if this is sin theta and theta is equal to 90 degree, if you are substituting QVB sin 90 degree, then sin 90 is value 1, so you are getting F is equal to QVB. So this is the maximum value of the force, means in this condition the charge particle moves with the maximum force in the magnetic field.